Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Khaosity here, and welcome back to the channel. Alright, so it's been a couple days since I last uploaded, but hey, it's not my fault. Man, my PC literally bricked. I turn on my PC and my disk drive, not even my disk drive, my SSD is not being seen by the computer, and I couldn't log in. So, bro, I had to go through this whole thing. I just don't understand why things break for no reason. Like, bro, like even my TV, bro. My TV is busted, bro. I'm gonna put a photo up on screen right now, bro. My TV literally has not been turned on more than 40 times. I've had this TV for less than a year and it's broken, man. Like everything's just been breaking. Anyway, today we got an interview with Daddy Zook, Takashi Iizuka, and he's talking about Superstars and something about Adventure 2 in there. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this, and we also got something else to take a look at, but you guys really don't gotta stick around for that. But before we get into the video, if you like it, drop a like, and if you're new, consider subscribing to the channel. But without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. All right, before we take a look at the interview, I just want to look at this real quick. All right, this right here is the image of Sonic's birthday from 2022. All right, now this is the image from 2023. You can just see the incredible difference in render quality. Okay, I remember when the 2022 image came out, people were livid that they was not taking that render seriously. Okay, Sonic's arms look inflatable, floaty. There's no detail in the render, barely, and it's like some kind of grayscale filter over it. Whereas in the 2023 render, his arms look correct, proportional to his body. You can see the detail in his fur, and the lighting is way better this year. Just one of the things that show that criticism matter. Okay, if we don't give criticism, things won't come out right. All right, if we never said anything last year, they probably would have used a similar or just as bad render this year. But anyway, getting into the interview now, you can find this interview at the Sonic and All Characters Twitter page. Link will be in the description. But it says here, after the release of Sonic Superstars, the studio will continue to develop the modern and classic formulas separately, giving each of these sub-series their own projects, as it should be. We want to make sure that what we do for games like Sonic Frontiers will be different from what we do for games like Sonic Superstars and vice versa. In the early stages of conceptualizing the new classic game, they considered replacing the sprite pixel graphics with fully drawn frame-by-frame animation, but the team felt that the 3D format would better preserve and convey many other classic aspects that are important to the feel of this format. The zones available in the demo are called Bridge Island Zone and Speed Jungle Zone. We already knew that. At least the demo has no life counter, but I'm pretty sure someone from IGN or some reviewer who played the game said that they had a lot of game overs. So I don't know if that really implies if there will be lives or not, or if it will just be like, I don't know. Game overs usually just mean lives or in the game. So maybe there's lives in Superstars. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, there was a lot of people, for some reason, like, what is wrong with y'all? Classic Shadow? Really? Shadow was never in the classic era, so why would he have a classic counterpart? Anyway, Shadow will not appear in Sonic Superstars. Iizuka urged all fans of the character to wait for the third movie to see him in action, and confirmed that the studio has plans for a game featuring him. Whoa, okay, wait a minute. Without specifying whether it's about an appearance or a new installment or a full spin-off. Wow. Shadow might get his own game. That's pretty cool to think about. But at the same time, the last time he got his own game, it was not good. So right now, the team is focusing on presenting a good game and all of his content at release in a presentable state. Iizuka isn't yet ready to talk about DLC or things like that. So I'm pretty sure we'll get DLC maybe at some point. If we do, it won't be anything crazy like we're getting with Frontiers. But it'll probably just be cosmetic DLC for Superstars, if anything. When asked about a potential remake of Sonic Adventure 2, Iizuka said that although he loves that part, right now in the studio want to create new things and ideas like Frontiers and Superstars, rather than focusing on old ones, which honestly is the better move. Okay, like as we know before, we took a look at in an old video when they released Boom, they were apparently working on adventure remakes at the time, but since Boom, which was a spinoff, did terribly, they completely shelved the remakes. All right, and at that point I just determined that we will never get remakes at all. The fact that they already tried and never released it because a Sonic game did bad, it just goes to show you how far or how willing they are to, you know, like keep that in their back pocket, I would say, rather. All right, so if they get on a good track record, maybe we'll get it. But if any of the games that they release in the future are not up to par and the fans are not liking it, they most likely will not release a remake of the adventure games. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But regarding Shadow's new game, honestly, I don't know how it would play because, let's be real, like Shadow and Forces was just a reskin of Sonic. They would have to do something really unique, like other than giving Shadow a gun, for him to get his own game. All right, either that or the story just has to be off the charts, something along those lines. Now, in terms of Superstars being a hand-drawn game, I don't think it would have been like the whole game hand-drawn, like, you know, like Sonic 2 HD. That game is entirely done by the hand. But the animation, so maybe just character animations would have been hand-drawn, which honestly would have been pretty cool. But now that I think about it, hand-drawn animations, but in a 3D environment, it just wouldn't mix that well, honestly, now that I think about it. So them going with the 3D models is honestly perfectly fine. I just wish the 3D models were tweaked a little bit more and not just straight up like the ones from Gens, because the Sonic model and Tails model and Superstars are literally the ones from Gens, and they just look so basic. Like they look so basic. Like the animations are cool and fine, but the models themselves look like they have no personality. They just look like a default model, and that's honestly why I don't really like the classic Gens and Tails models. They're way too safe with their design. They're way too safe. Anyway, that's gonna be it from me. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, and if you're new, consider subscribing to the channel. Videos may be a little bit scarce, at least until Sunday. All right, Sunday is literally in 2 days at this point. That's when I get my 4070. So hey, the quality finna go up through the roof, man. It's finna go up through the roof. But until next time, peace.